Hey, everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie, and I'm happy to be here today. It's been a few days since I've come on live, but I hope y'all have still been enjoying the channel. And before I get started, I always like to suggest that if you love junk journal related videos like I do, then you'll definitely want to make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. And also, you can join us over at our Facebook group, and the name of the Facebook group is Junk Journal Buddies. And the links are all in the description. And if you want to see more exclusive videos and live streams, you can head over to Patreon. And that's at patreon.com/Liz4a-day. So I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who is in the chat today. Hello, LL. Thank you for joining me. And hey, Nettie. And oh, Nettie, you hurt your back. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it feels better soon. I know back problems are hard to get over, but I think you can do it. I'm going to send some positive energy your way. And hello, Susan. I just got off of Susan's live stream because she was live streaming and she always has some cool stuff. So you all have to check her channel out. And you can do that by hitting the little dots that are next to Susan's name, and you can go over to her channel and subscribe there as well. She does lots of junk journal things. She does things that I don't even do, like eco print. So it's pretty cool. And then hello, Rhonda. Hey. And also Penny Pen. Hey, Penny Pen. Okay, so today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on some pages for this ephemera book. So I know it doesn't look like much right now, but I decided to do my ephemera book a little bit differently. Hello, Rachel at Scrapcraftastic. Yeah, this is what my ephemera book currently looks like, and I only have one. And my intention was to actually do more than one ephemera book. Now, this ephemera book was kind of just inspired. It was not really inspired, but it was a prototype of, I was testing some techniques and I didn't want to throw it away. So I said, hey, let me try to make it like an ephemera book. And I put pages in it as if it was a junk journal. And I won't say it didn't work out, but you can see how fat it is. And I didn't even use all the pages. Like this last signature, it barely has anything in it. And this third signature, I have a few things in it, but there's quite a few pages that I didn't use. So what I may do is maybe take some of these signatures out and put them into another book. But what I wanted to do was do like a series of ephemera books and kind of categorize my ephemera. Like right now, I know like around what page something is, but I still have to kind of rifle through things. And this was a good system while it lasted, but I wanted to try something a little bit different. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And I have the pages are covered with vellum so things don't easily fall out. And I really like that part of the technique. Somebody gave me the idea to instead of adhering the vellum at the top, to adhere it at the bottom, which was a fantastic idea. So that's what my current book is looking like. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's kind of heavy, it's cumbersome, and that, if I'm looking for just a few things, I have to pull like this whole book out. So optimally, if you are going to do an ephemera book, you want to know like what you're going to put into your book, because you need to know that for the sizes of the pockets. Now I have tons of ephemera, so I can essentially put all kinds of different pockets in mine and I'll be good to go. But if you don't have like a lot, then you'll want to just figure out what you want to do first. So this is really not a tutorial, but I just wanted to kind of tell you all my thinking process and also show you what I decided to try next, because y'all know me. You know me, everything is an experiment with Liz. Everything. So I had this was, I think it was like an encyclopedia book for youths. And I cut the book. Of course, I took everything out of it. I had been using pages from this already. So I took the spine off, which was really thin. And I always keep the spines because I'm going to use those later, I already know. And then I just put 3 holes in here and put some rings on. So that was an easy way to make a book. So you don't have to go through all the trouble of worrying about stitching things or gluing stuff. You know, if it's just a book for you, then there's no need to like go crazy with it for sure. So let's see. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I didn't do anything crazy. This atlas page was already in here, so the only thing I did was put the holes in. Now I did use my cinch machine to put the holes in here. And if you don't know what a cinch machine is, I actually put a link in the description and you can look at the one that I have. And mine's is a Heidi Swap cinch machine, and I do use it often. I just haven't pulled it out on camera because it's a bit big. And but what I like about it is it goes through these cardboard books very, very easily, or cardboard covers very, very easily. And if I tried to use my regular hole punch, it would be quite difficult. I mean, I could use an awl to do that too, but it's just not the same because the hole is not going to be as big and it would take me like forever to do. So I use my cinch. Now the only thing with the cinch is it didn't go in that deep. And so as soon as I put this on and I started turning the pages on here, like the holes broke out. And so I needed to find a way to kind of shore up those holes. So what I did was I just took some fabric that I had sitting on the desk, some of my desk fabric, my scraps, or you could use ribbon or seam binding, and I put that on and just stuck a hole in it, and then I was good to go. So now these are reinforced and they're quite pretty, I have to say. They're not matchy-matchy, but y'all know me. That's how I like to roll. And I actually did some sewing around the material, and then I glued it on. So I didn't sew this onto the book cover. I glued it onto the book cover. So the only thing I needed was just these 2 pieces, which is again are very beautiful. And then I just used some rings. And of course, you can change the rings and to any size that you want them to be. So these, I believe, are about 2.5 inches. So, excuse me. These are 2.5 inches. And for now, I think that's going to work for me because I don't think I'm going to want my book to be any bigger than this. So y'all, let me just have a little drink of water. How are you all doing today? I didn't even ask you how you were doing. And what are you all working on while you're watching? I would love to know. Okay, so I did 2 of these. And you can see things are in here kind of hodgepodgey, kind of sloppy, but this was kind of a test for me. And I had seen people, now my other book, the way I put the pages in, I actually used vellum and I glued the vellum down. And it works, it stays, but I've seen other people that had like the ephemera folios and they had stitching in there, and I was like, how did they do the stitching in the books? Because if I stitch, it's going to go all the way through to the other side. And I was like, that's not going to really work for me. So I figured out how to do it, which is very easy. Now, I know a lot of people, they've done like, I've seen the ephemera folios, which are quite much smaller than what I want. I need books. I need books because I got a lot of stuff going on. So Susan says that she is tearing and gluing. She actually just did a live stream where she is gluing down she's making a collage with some of her gel prints. And your gel prints are so beautiful, I have to say. Okay, so let's get this show on the road here. Now, let me just, this one right here, let's take this off. So I thought it would be kind of good to come on here because I have a lot of ephemera that still needs to be put away. And I couldn't do it because I don't really have, I didn't want to put it in that other book. I took the whole thing apart. Get back on here. I took this off because I want to put some reinforcers around here, and I put a link in the description on these for the reinforcers as well. Now, I did find these at the dollar store, but sometimes you can't find them, so you might have to go online and buy them, or maybe an office supply store will have them as well. So Rhonda says that she's been working in a planner that she found at a thrift store this week. Ooh, and you just finished putting in signatures into your newest junk journal. Right on. Now I'm just going to stick these on so this won't tear. And then I'm going to move on and show you how I actually did the pages. Y'all know the whippersnapper is coming out. Yes, you're supposed to put stuff away, Susan. But a lot of times things end up staying on my desk. They don't get put away. And then if they get put away, they get put away like this. I just stick it in a book, and wherever it lands, it lands. But you know, that's not really an efficient way to put it. Yeah, I'm trying to do this without my glasses on, and it just ain't working. So I'm just putting these on. I have been busy. Well, I was a little sick last week too. I was a little sick, but I'm feeling fine now. And I've been a little busy. Y'all can see the whole thing. The whole reinforcements are kind of coming out of the side. Now I could leave them like that. It probably wouldn't make a difference instead of cutting them out, because then I would kind of be messing with the integrity of them, huh? Let's just put them on. Does that look janky? The next ones I do, the next holes, well, they'll probably be about the same, spacing, so I'll probably have to do the same thing. So into, let's see how that looks. All right. So that's fine. You can't even see. You can't even see them on the side. All right, so let's just put that to the side. And I already know the sizes that I need. So y'all, if you have been watching, you would have seen I had a haul video where I actually was able to pick up like about 100 of these lovely legal size manila folders. You can use any kind of folders. You can use craft paper for this, but the thing that you need is for them to be folded. So you need to be able to fold your paper to make this work the way that I'm going to be using it. So I need the whippersnapper here. I'm not the whippersnapper, but Big Mama. So Rhonda says she's just getting over a cold. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you're getting over it. Hey, Kaleidoscope and Wendy, how are you doing? Wendy at Fab Crab. I can't talk. Hi, Wendy at Fab Crafts and More. Maybe if I try to read it, I could get through that. All right, so these need to be for my size book. And what I did was I measured the cover, and then I just wanted to cut this a little bit smaller than what the cover is. And that worked out for me. So I need 11 inches. And of course I'm keeping these because there's always something that you can do with those. Hey NY, how are you doing? I'm glad you made it. And then I think 7 inches. Let's see. I forgot. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. So 7 3/4 by 11, I believe, is correct. And of course, this doesn't require perfect math. So that's what I need. So I'm going to cut just a few more of these. And some of these were like some used folders you can see here. Stone Site Word List, Initial Reading Inventory K1. So this must have been from a school or a teacher or somebody, maybe somebody that was homeschooling some children's, some children's. Yeah, hold on, this is not straight. There we go. Much better. Hey, Miss Diva. How you doing? And Miss Rodriguez. Hey. I was thinking about you today, Miss Rodriguez. I don't know why. No particular reason. All right, 11. Yeah, those pieces will be good bookmarks. And 7 3/4. Okay. Now, y'all know that we're trying to get this video to 10,000 likes, and we have 22 people on, and I only see 4 likes, so y'all know what to do. That's all I'm saying. You know what to do. Hit that like button. Make mama happy. Okay. So now the next thing that I need, so these are the pieces that I need. So let's just move these out the way as well. And so the next piece of this puzzle is going to be, you all are gonna die, like for real die, like not laughing die, but you're gonna die. Okay, I had this Project Life. These are like some assorted pocket pages, because at one time I had decided I wanted to do Project Life. You know how we are. We get our brains together and then we decide that we're going to do something and then we don't follow through. Hey, Happy, how are you doing? And Miss Moore, hey. And so I just ended up with just this big old pack of dividers. Document protectors. And I never used it, but I knew I wanted to use them for something. I knew after I did a few little Project Life things that I wasn't gonna do the Project Life. It wasn't for me. Scrapbooking type of stuff, not for me. The closest I get to the scrapbooking is the junk journaling, and that's cool. So these are I found these today because I didn't even know these were back there. So this was some of the Project Life stuff that I did. That was about as far as I got, and I was like, nope, not for me. So these are probably going to a junk journal, so I'm going to put those over to the side. But I was like, what am I going to do with these? So I decided to use these dividers in my ephemera book. I think it will work very well. Okay, so I'm going to do some cutting. And I actually did some cutting already. I have a few pieces, and you can see, I think you can see because it's hard to see with all the shininess going on. Hey, she loves planners. I cut some down already, so I'm just going to use some of the ones that have cut down already. But the only thing I didn't do anything crazy. I just cut on the lines that I have here. And then wherever the opening was, like the opening, let me find the opening, like the opening is on the side here. So I just cut this, and then like on this piece, if you can, I don't even know how I can show you this. Oh, maybe that's a little bit better. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4 big sections, and then these little sections right here. So I just took these sections apart. And just keep in mind that you have like a front and a back. So I cut those all the way apart. And then I split these in half. So this made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 pieces right there. And then these, I just cut these right here. And then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So altogether I could get 18 pieces out of one page. So that's kind of cool. So you could actually just use document protectors to do this, because I found that it works really well. All right, so now we're going to take out, and again, this is not a tutorial, but I thought you all would like to know what I did. Okay, so we need we got to have the whippersnapper out next. And I have like some yellow thread in here, but it's almost out, so I'm just going to use that until it's gone. Because it doesn't matter what kind of thread I'm using, it doesn't matter. Okay, so just making sure this is just one piece. All right, so now on our piece here, you're going to sew this so that this piece that's folded is going to be your outside piece, outside of the folder, and then this inside piece will be closed up. And you'll see what I mean. So I am going to, y'all, I didn't do any measurements. Some of mine came out a little bit crooked, but I really didn't care. I didn't care if they were too crooked, so I'm just saying right now, don't judge, okay? Don't be judgy, because that is not nice. It's not nice to be judgy. And it's also, I will say, it's kind of difficult to turn things when you are, when I'm sewing this too. So I'm trying to think of a good way to do this. There's really no good way, because at some point it's just going to be kind of funky. So I am going to go, wait, let me make sure I'm doing this the way I want to do it. Because I want that to be, she's thinking, I'm going to start at the bottom first. Now I don't really need any space. I don't really need any space at the bottom because nothing's going out the bottom. So I'm just going to, about right there, that's where I'll put this at. So in my mind, I'm just thinking about how I want to start this. All right, so I'm going to try to pull you all down gingerly so I won't tear my camera up, because my other camera is kind of functified. And yeah, sometimes I can get a good angle and sometimes I can't. I always say that and I mean it. I don't know how, but sometimes I can get a really good angle, and like right now, I'm not getting a good angle. Let me see. I'll pull you forward this way. Okay, maybe that's a little better. So I'm going to see. You have to kind of finagle your piece to get it in here. So my love toys, you say you have tons of these? Yeah, girl, I've had these Project Life things since the beginning of time. Seriously. For some years, and I just knew I was going to use them for something, but I didn't know what. All right, so yeah, I'm usually not fighting this much with this, but I am today because I'm trying to get a good angle. I'm taking one for the team so you all can see. So I'm using the whippersnapper, and the whippersnapper is my SQ9185 brother sewing machine. And I am using stitch number 4, which is a zigzag. So nothing special today, because y'all, this is about just getting her done. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a get her done project, so I can be more organized. Y'all got a lot of stuff on my desk, so I can already see this is gonna be a little bit wacky. That's okay. Let's go this away. And these Project Life pieces, they're actually really good because they don't really stretch out that much, because you don't want it to stretch out that much. And I am going to do I should have did when I started, but I did a back stitch, so that pocket I can be sure it's going to stay down. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Again, y'all see, crooked. Like, this wasn't cut crooked, but the way I put it on was a little crooked, but okay. I know. That's kind of terrible. If you're an A person, then you might want to try to do it a little bit better than what I did. Because that was a little janky, but believe me, the pieces are going to stay in here with no issues. Alright. And probably the best way to make sure that it's straight is to like do the bottom straight edge first. Okay, let's see. Because for some reason, whenever I sew it, it always comes out kind of crooked. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to do a back stitch on that. Twine it. See, this one came out crooked. I don't know why mine's always come down crooked, but the other ones did the same thing. Ooh, you got 8 boxes of cards. Child. See, I stopped before I got too far. So you can see, maybe I did cut these crooked because this part looks a bit straight. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm looking at. Okay, but I don't want to keep moving the camera, so y'all just hold on, okay? I think maybe I did do these kind of crooked. Y'all, this look a little janky, but y'all get the point. It looks a little janky, but I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to do what it's coming to do. This one will be straighter. I'm not even worried about the stitches being straight. I just need to get my ephemera in this book. That's what I'm worried about. Get the ephemera in the book. If y'all have any suggestions, I'm open. I'm open to suggestions. Alright, and then one more and I'll show you what it looks like. And then we'll just keep on continuing on. We'll keep on getting on with getting on, and I'll worry about cutting all these stitches off later. All these stringages after I get done. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. See, this is going to... Nah, I'm going to keep doing it the way I've been doing it. Because if I try to do it the way I think I want to do it, it's just going to take me too much time. And, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm just trying to get this on. Make sure it's kind of straight. It gets harder to turn the pages, but if you had like a smaller book, this wouldn't be an issue. It would not be an issue at all. And also, I probably could get this more straighter if I wasn't on the camera. Because I just have to keep moving things around because I have so much stuff on my desk. Okay, so let's see here. Let me do the other side. Now, what I could do too, which would be a good idea. Let me move this up so you all can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. And you can see they're kind of crooked. In a way that kind of bothers me a little bit, but at the same time it doesn't, because once the ephemera goes in, it's not going to be a big deal. I think I might have kind of cut these a little bit crooked too. because that's what it looks like, because the top part is mostly straight and then the bottom part is a little bit crooked, but whatever. So what I could do to make it easier to sew things is just go ahead and cut this down the middle, and then I could put like some washi tape on the end to close it back up, and it'll be easier probably to sew things. So let's try that, because you know, everything's an experiment. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt the integrity of the piece or anything. And of course I could use Big Mama to do this, but I already got the whippersnapper on the desk. Yeah, Big Mama is my rotary cutter, in case you didn't know. So let's do the next page. All right. Where did I get the plastic thingies? The plastic thingies are from Project Life page protectors that I didn't use, and I'll show them to you again after I finish this page. So I already had these in my stash, because you got to just use what you have. And the last book I used vellum, but you know, vellum can be a little pricey, and I used a lot of it too. But I decided to go like the document protector route. I've seen some other people using it. I've never seen anybody use the Project Life ones though, but I just use those because that's what I had. Okay, that's a bit easier. Alright, so that's what that one's looking like. Let's do the next one. So NY says that she's using one of those for desk daily file sorters. That's a good idea. Alright, let's do you this way. Gotta make sure I got the tops right. I like starting at the bottom, and I didn't start at the bottom on this one for some reason, but that's okay. So I probably wouldn't try to do like one book in one day, because I would get bored and tired of doing this after a while. Although, you know, y'all know how much I love sewing. So I could do it for a few hours probably before I got tired. The vellum is beautiful to use, it's just expensive. And plus I had these and I wasn't using them for anything, so I was like, let's me just use these page protectors for something. I was organizing here in the Liz studio, and I found them. It's like, how do you find stuff in your house? I don't know. You don't really find stuff in your house, do you? You like already have it. It's just not in use. But I found them. And if you don't remember to do a backstitch, I could always go back and put some glue on the parts where I didn't backstitch at, or you can go back over it with your stitching before you stick it in your book. I could do that too. It's kind of easier than glue and less messy, of course. All right, I got one more to put on this page, and I'll show you how this page will come together. How these pages will come together. I'm kind of thinking on my feet. Did it again. I forgot to do the back stitch in the beginning. No worries. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, people. Yeah, I've been finding stuff that I forgot about, because I've been trying to organize things, you know, little by little. And I'm like, ooh, I forgot you. I had you. I want to use you. You know, that's when you're like organizing in your studio and you want to stop and start playing with stuff. Just like a little kid. You know how when you tell the little kids to clean up their toys and stuff, and then they find a toy they want to play with? That would be us, wouldn't it? So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some of these off. Some of these strings. Y'all know I love strings, but I'm just gonna cut some of them down because they're gonna kind of get in my way. That's a real easy project though. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can glue these down. So no worries if you don't have a whippersnapper or the likes of one. It ain't that serious. You just glue those suckers down. I probably wouldn't try to use tape to put them down though, because I don't know if tape will be able to handle. It probably would be able to handle your ephemera needs. So let's cut these off, and then I'll show you again what I use, because I know some of you kind of came on a little bit late. So if you did come on a little bit late, then you didn't hear me say that we want to get this video to 10,000 likes. So even if you're on the replay, if you're watching right now, make sure you hit that like button, please. Y'all also, if you are on Instagram, y'all can come and join me over on Instagram. My Instagram page is Pleasant Creations, or if you want to join me on my personal Instagram, it's Liz for a day. So I would love to see you over there as well. Okay, so now we have our 2 pages. So now one thing that I wasn't thinking about, but I'm okay, is you want to make sure that you have some space where you're going to put the holes at in here. And then, oh, you saw me on Susan's channel. Yes, I saw you too. Tailor-made journals. Wow, Nettie says she was fussy cutting for like 7 hours yesterday. Woo wee, girl, get it, get it, get it, get it. Okay, so I'm going to get let's see, I'm looking for some washi tape. I have tons of it. I really shouldn't think about it. I should just pick some washi tape out. Let's see. I'm going to use this washi tape. I love this washi tape. This was one of the first washi tapes I ever got. I think it's made by Scotch Brand. Y'all, matches my nails. Kind of cool. And I am... See, it's probably easier to not cut the paper and then you don't have to do the washi tape, but then this way I get to use some of my washi tape. So Tailor-Made Journal asked me why I picked Liz for a day. Well, Tailor-Made Journals, originally my channel was a hodgepodge of I didn't know what I wanted to do. And well, actually, I'll try to make the story short. I had a blog, and the name of it was Liz. It was actually Liz's Fantabulous Day. And when I started blogging, and my friends would say, "Hey, we want to go look at your blog. What's the name of it?" And I would tell them it was Liz's Fantabulous Day. Nobody could spell fantabulous. I don't know why. And so that's what I changed the name to Liz for a Day. And then everything that I made that went along with the blog was called Liz for a Day. So the channel wasn't originally, didn't have anything to do with journals at all. And as a matter of fact, my journal name, my shop name is Pleasant Creation. It has nothing to do with Liz for a Day. But I started building my following here on Liz for a Day, so I just kept it. And that's why it is Liz for a Day. I actually have a Facebook page that is Liz for a Day. And the blog is kind of, I would say it's a little dead right now because I have to do a lot of work on it and I have no time. So There's nothing at the blog at this time, but Pleasant Creations is what I've been focusing on. But that's where the name came from. All right, I'm gonna do both sides of this. And like I said, if you don't want to, I wouldn't say waste washi tape, but I'm just putting these back together, so to speak. I probably only needed to do one side too, but you know. And if you have some washi tape that doesn't stick good, you can use some. You can use some glue, but this sticks pretty good. Ooh, you're squeaky clean now. That's what I'm talking about. I might do that when I get off of here. Okay, so this is what the page looks like, the front and the back. So now I need some holes in here, and I did use the cinch on these other ones, but I'm not going to pull the cinch out because forget that. So what I'm going to do is just use one of these. Let's use this one on the back. And oh, I'm going to show you the document protectors again too. So I'm going to do this side. And I'm just going to take my marker. I'm going to use my Sharpie marker. You probably don't need anything this big. And then I'm going to take my 99-cent hole punch and punch a hole through this jammy. Wapam, wapam. Let go. See, that's why it's 99 cents. So you don't need anything fantastic. And then I'm going to take, if I can find what I did with them. Oh, here they are. My reinforcers. So I'll be using lots of reinforcers for this project. And I'm not worried about them being super neat and covering the holes. If you're an A person, I call people that are perfectionists A people. I am not an A person. I am a very practical kind of gal. And I just want to get her done. And so that's what I'm doing. Just getting this job done and using what I got. I'm not even looking to see if I'm on Camtasia, but I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. So, dun, 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 there we have a page now. So let's put some stuff in here. Let me take some of these. These are actually some pieces from, these were some misfits from a kit that's in my shop, but they're not really misfits and I can use them for myself, so I just cut these for myself. But the ones, and these are cut out of regular paper, but the ones that are in the shop are actually on cardstock, so I can actually organize these. So one thing I was thinking of doing with my ephemera book is to organize things by kit, because I have a lot of kits and it will be cool. I know what kits are what. Let's put these little pieces at the top. And I know y'all are saying those pockets are too deep for those pieces or too small, but no, they're not, because I can always use some tweezers and get them out. And then I don't have to worry about them falling out as well. Let's see. So I like that. So my little top secret pieces here. Y'all use these all the time in my junk journal too. Okay, so look at that. So now they're kind of organized. So I can do these by kits. And so I could put this kit there. All right, y'all, let me see what's going on in the chat here for a secondary sec. And y'all could just hit the like button while I'm doing that. Oh, so Miss Moore, you talking about your sewing machine? You said you get it cleaned and serviced every 5 years. And Kaleidoscope, you said, oh, you have the proper needles. I don't know what y'all talking about. So we have a few type A persons here, or A plus. Woo, A plus people. I wasn't even an A plus person when I was in school. All right, so this I'm going to do, and this is part of a digital kit. I have some labels I printed out as part of a digital kit that I have. So let's put these in here, and we'll make these all labels. Let's see. And these are kind of deep for these pockets as well, but that's okay. So we're doing a little organizing together. And we are organizing together. Probably could have got more at the top. Now my other book, I think I moved the book around and I just tossed everything, just went everywhere. So even with the best made book, you have to make sure. I could have did this a little bit better at the top, but whatever. Whatever. Let's put you guys over here. And you go there. Put you here. And put you there. So I probably need like 2 pages for my labels because I have a bunch of different labels. So for now, I'm just going to stick these bad boys in here. And I'm not going to worry about them for now. Because once I do another page, I can get these in. So that's what that one looks like. So that's quite organized. That's pretty organized. And then this side, I have some space. But I have some more in my other book that I'll be transferring over to this one from this kit. And so for now, so that freed up some space over here, but that's okay. So let me see what time we got. Let me see how far I can get on doing another page. See if I can do one more page with you all. And I'm going to do this the same way. I'm going to cut it down the middle. Because I kind of like the washi tape look anyway. Of course, I would do this kind of in assembly line fashion, so I wouldn't have to keep switching back and forth. Oh, I keep saying I was going to show you what we got going here. And you know, something else that's nice about this book is the pages are removable, so that's nice. Whereas my other book, the pages are not removable. And if I just want one page that I'm only going to be using a certain type of ephemera, I can just pull that page out and put it on my desk. So that's cool. So this is, let me stick these back in here. Hold on, got to get the top out of here. Because I can close this up technically. So this is the Project Life Project Life assorted. This is the big variety pack that I had. So it has quite a few pages in here. I don't know how many pages it has. Let me see. Now, I wouldn't go out and buy these just for this kind of project, though. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now, because this has 60 pages. They have smaller packs, and I did put a link in the description. But if you have like just regular document protectors, I would just use those. I say use what you have already. Okay, so I got some big pieces, and these are the pieces that I just cut in half to make these smaller pieces. But I'm gonna leave some of these big, so I'm gonna put like these two there, and then I'm gonna sew these on here. And another thing that you can do, I'm going to do a different kind of a configuration here as well. So on this one, I have like some bigger pieces of things that are longer to stick in. So what I want to do is have kind of like a belly band going across the page. So on this one, I'm just going to, actually, we'll take that off. I'm just going to, should I do two? Maybe two. So I'll create two belly bands up here, and down here, I'm going to sew, let's put the biggest one down here, around here. So when I put things in, it'll sit in the bottom and it won't fall out. So let's do that. Let's see if we can get that done. That makes sense to me. Does that make sense to y'all? Y'all give this a thumbs up if that makes sense to you. Because it makes perfect sense to me. Alright. And hopefully I'm not going to have to change my thread, because the thread is almost out. Okay. And hopefully this won't come out too crooked. It could be just my eyeballs. So make sure I change this to number 4 stitch on the SQ9185 Brother sewing machine. Let's not forget our reinforced back stitch. All right. And I saw when it shifted. You shifted on me. That's why it's coming out crooked. All right, y'all, I'm concentrating. Hey, Unique. We're glad you're here. Oh, so NY Love says you can get these pretty cheaply at Tuesday Morning, so that's cool. Let's bring this down some. Well, that's a good idea if you have a Tuesday Morning in your area. Man, you know, if Tuesday Morning sold online, which I did check, you could really get some great stuff. You could just shop at home. That would be pretty cool. 'Cause I know a lot of people don't have Tuesday Mornings in their area. It's a luck of the draw. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you in a secondary sec. Let me just go back over this one because I didn't do my back stitch. Then we'll have to worry about it later. Alright, see, so that's one page down, and let's do the other page. And I'm going to do my bottom one first. And y'all stick with me, I'm going to show you. Y'all calm down, I know y'all getting anxious. Don't be anxious, y'all be patient. Oh, Fabcraft said that Tuesday Morning actually went out of business. I don't know how they could go out of business. They must have had a bad franchise owner, because I know that they're franchise owned. I know in my town, Tuesday Morning, they look like they're doing well. I hope so, because I don't want them to go away. Alright, so that's the bottom piece. Now, just got to remember for these pieces, that these are like my belly band-esque pieces. This stuff picks up everything. And I'm almost out of dang on thread. Let me put the top piece on first. I could have just moved that one. What is she thinking? All right, let's see. All right, I just got 2 more pieces. Yep, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out of thread before I get this one on. All right, so let's go up. I'm just gonna move this down. And I'm just doing a back stitch on each piece as well. Got just a teensy bit of thread left. So maybe I'll be able to show you all what I'm trying to do here. Okay, I'm pretty much out of thread. She's out of thread, so I have one more little piece, y'all. Let me just put something in here. Let me get, doesn't matter which color I use. If you're a person, then you probably don't want to just be putting any kind of thread in here, but you know, for me, it ain't that serious. It's not that serious, and I just have one more piece, and then this piece is kind of done, so I just want to get it done quickly for you all, so we can see how it looks, so I can show you a different configuration that you can use. So just give me 1 second. I'm pretty good at threading the machine now. I can almost do it with my eyes closed. It's so easy. That's the best thing about this machine is threading. Ooh, child, y'all just don't know. All right. And let's do this one. And even maybe if you're a person, you might want to consider like what kind of, what color thread you're using as well. Because maybe you want like a certain thread. If you're trying to make it like really, really pretty or whatever, or maybe you're doing one for somebody else, then that might be something you might want to consider. So let's take off some of these threads. Okay, in the back of this one. Ooh, y'all got this done quite quickly, quicker than I thought. I guess I was talking a lot on the front end, because you know, that's what us YouTubers do. Us YouTube creators, we talk a lot on the front end. It's a thing. It's a good thing. It's got a funky swing. All right, so all of those are off. And then we're gonna put our washi tape on. I'm gonna use the same washi tape. Now what you could do too, if you're doing this, of course I wanna make sure the tops are the same as the top on the other side. See, this is why the string is getting in my way. You know what else you can do that I didn't think about? Is you can seal the bottom of these up and you have a top pocket also. So you can stick things in there, big things in there also. So that's kind of cool because those are already open. So I could, like at this point, instead of using this, I could actually sew around this. She did not think of that. Should she sew? She should sew, shouldn't she? Should she sew? No, I'm going to just use this for now because everybody doesn't have a sewing machine. Plus, I like the pretty washi tape. So let's just go with the washi tape. So y'all, I'm thinking of this stuff as I'm going. That's how I roll. But I could just sew around it. That would be easier than doing the washi tape, but I won't say that it wouldn't be as beautiful, because you could use a decorative stitch to go around too, if you was inclined to do so. I'm trying to keep it simple, but y'all know it's really difficult for me. I'm not a simple kind of girl when it comes to stuff like this. Ooh, Nettie said Tuesday morning is like an hour and a half from you. That's not nothing for me. I'll get in my car and put like an audio book on or something, and I will roll. We have at IKEA, our IKEA is like 45 minutes away from me. I'll get in that car and go. All right. So now this is what this page looks like. And again, the top and the bottom are open, but nobody's gonna know. But like I said, you could sew around it, leave the top open, and then you have another spot to store some things. So that's an idea. Okay, so let's take this one that we just made. I didn't even test to make sure everything fit right. She didn't do that. Okay, but I think it's gonna be okay. It's like the easy way to do this. You don't need no stinking machine for this. And I'm hungry. Haven't had my dinner yet. It's time to rest and relax. I've been working hard all day long. All right, and then we're going to take our reinforcers here. You could color your reinforcers too, if you wanted to make it like super duper pretty. But again, Lizzie is just on a get her done kick. See, I just got two of these pages done, so that's awesome. It might take me like all day on the weekend or something to do these, but you know, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. I may do some more on Friday with some different configurations. All right, so that page is done. So I can put like some bigger items in here. So hold up, let me find a bigger item. Ugh. Let's find some bigger items to put in. And okay. Now these were just some bookmarks. I'm just using these for a demonstration, but these were some bookmarks that I made. And they're kind of big. So what I could do is just slide these through here. But the problem is I store my books like you would store a normal book. So if I put this in here, it's gonna fall out the bottom. So that's why at the bottom of this, I put a little pocket, and now things are not like flopping all over the place. So that's one fantastic configuration there. So I got two of these. These were some pockets that I made. They're kind of cool, huh? And they have like these little pockets in the back too that you can stick things in. Quite nice. And if you have something really tall, you can go all the way from the top and stick these down. And then just make sure it's sitting in the bottom to towel. And then this side is for some bigger things as well. So I have some of these guest checks that are part of a kit as well that's over at Pleasant Creations, so y'all can check that out. And by the way, there is a discount code in the description, and it is YouTube fan. That's it, and you get a discount off of anything and everything in the shop. So I'll just put these in here. These are so pretty. And this one was a little bit of a misfit cut. Let's cut this piece off here. Stick this on there. So that's nice. We can put some bigger pieces in here. Alright, so let me just put these in the book for now. So we got that one. We did these. We got our labels in here now. Just a few things. Y'all, for me, this is just a few things because y'all know she's out of control. All right. I left my rings loose, so I got stuff kind of all over the place. All right, so let's put this book back together. Hold up. Let's get you back together. All right, that's the front, right? And then this one is the back. And so you can change the order of how you put things in here if you use the rings. Or you can, see I got like two, I did the squares in a different way as well. So it's kind of like some deeper pockets on those. And so I'm going to put this in the front like that. Okay. And then let's just stick these through here. I'm kind of fumbling around because I'm trying to do this fast. And voila. Voila, voila. Oh, I forgot one piece. But that's okay. I just took everything apart because I needed that one piece for as a template. But of course I wouldn't have to have taken everything apart if I was all by myself. And why? You're in business because you have everything that I have. You can start making you some pages, girl. Thank you. She loves planners. All right. Oh, I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna put the top back on it. I think I'm gonna have to change this fabric though, because this fabric is still a little bit too flimsy. This one's okay, but this one is not. And maybe the only thing, like with the cinch, I just couldn't get the holes deeper, so, and it was kind of weak on the edge. So I might have to still strengthen these just a tidbit more because they're still a little bit weak, but I'll worry about that later. Right now, we're just putting it all together, and there you have it. Ta-ta. So now, just put this up some. There we go. So now when we put this up, so this is what it'll look like. And again, if you have something big, you can open up one of these pockets. If your book lets you open up the pocket, there we go. You can open up the pocket. Oh, you know what? These I think I glued together. The first ones I did, but these are not glued together. So you can put stuff in the pocket there as well. Yo, I'm still dropping stuff out. Good night, Irene. Get back in here. Okay. Now we're back together again. All right. So I could do what I did with the other book too. I could still put, like, if I wanted to, put some vellum and then have the vellum go over the top so things won't fall out, because that worked really well. But I don't want to use vellum though. But maybe if I got like another page protector or something, I could do that and put over the top and just paper clip it at the top, if that makes sense to you all. And we have all these pieces that are probably going to get moved. So just a few things. It's not all organized yet, but we need more pages. So we'll have to do more pages. So I am so happy that you all joined me today. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe and hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. A lot of this ephemera that you see here is up in the shop. Some is in digital form, some are physical form. So you can head over to pleasantcreations.com and pick up a journal, or pick up ephemera, or pick up your digital kit, whatever suits your fancy. And if you would like to see more exclusive videos where I'm doing mixed media planning and junk journaling, you can head over to Pleasant Creations. I'm sorry, that's wrong. You can head over to patreon.com/Liz for a day. So that's it for this evening again, you all. Thanks a lot. And I will see you all later. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.